You are listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson.
Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast, and today is Thursday, October 24th, 2024, and thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to youtube.com/hellocupcakeitsme to check out the YouTube channel that is updated every Wednesday and Saturday. And then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the blog. And make sure that you follow me on all the different social medias. And go check out my upcoming book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, scheduled for publication November 16th, 2024. So, how the hell is everyone? It has been a very interesting week. So, if you are following along with me on the YouTube channel, then you will know that I am having some issues with the editor, and I just got a email from the editor saying that the power is out where he's at, and I actually verified it by going on Google and asking Lexi and all the other smart home speakers, and did verify that the power is out. And so he said that he has done up to day 300, so that leaves 65 more days that he needs to work on. And I told him, I said, okay, well, I understand that at the time of sending the email, it was like 3 a.m. his time. And he said that he can't run the generator right now, which, I understand because that's noise and don't want to bother the neighbors or whatever, especially at 3 in the morning. So hopefully by the time he wakes up, the power will be back on, and if not, he'll be able to run the generator and get the last couple of pages taken care of so that I can get everything submitted for the book. So that's the latest update since yesterday when I released the YouTube video. So yeah, oh man, outside of that, I did make 92 mistakes on Tuesday, and the mistakes come in the form of a typo on flyers that I made announcing the book launch party. I typed in itinerary, and instead of putting an I in itinerary, ITIN, I put ITEN, and when I did the spell check didn't pick it up. So I made 92 copies with the misspelling of itinerary. So yeah, I took one of the copies and I tried to put whiteout on it, and it just looks crap. Like, unless it's going to be up against a solid background, it's going to look like shit. But if it's hanging in somebody's window or whatever, or there's any kind of backlight, you're going to be able to see it, and I just don't like that. So I decided that I was going to try to print at least 30 flyers off at home. So brand new printer, well, brand new to me anyways, brand new ink. I bought brand new ink and put it in there, calibrated it and everything, printed off 30 copies, and they all have streaks across the image of me. So yeah, I'm a little upset that I have 30 copies of this that may not be usable. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them yet or not. And So yeah, just trying to find the humor in everything. I've also done my 5th cold plunge, and it was kind of funny because as I'm sitting there waiting for a friend to show up, this guy out of nowhere just goes running into the water with just his boxers on, dunks his head completely under the water, comes back up, and then runs back off of or out of the water and off into obscurity. And I literally felt like that song Cotton Eye Joe, like, where did you come from, where did you go? Because there was a whole slew of cars, but like no people, and none of the cars were running or anything, and I didn't hear any car doors open or close at any of the times that he like would have gotten out of the vehicle to do it and get back in. So I was just like, okay, is this guy like a Fig Newton of my imagination, or like what the hell just happened here? But in the back, also I'm thinking, dude, that's not long enough. I didn't realize that you're only supposed to do a cold plunge for at most 3 or 4 minutes, and me and my friend were doing them for like 30 minutes at a time. So I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe. It just doesn't seem like it's enough to really do anything besides shock the system. So my friend finally shows up, and at this point we're fully submerged and swimming around, and this family shows up with a boat, and he's backing the boat into the water where we're swimming, and the mom and the children, who had to have been collectively 6 years old, were just like, oh my god, you're swimming in that water, isn't it cold? I'm like, yeah, it's a little cold, but thankfully you got nice thick jackets on so you can stay warm, and listen to your mom, so then that way you don't fall into the water and stuff like that. And the mom was asking questions, and then this old lady who looked just as old as time itself goes walking down the dock, and she said, well, when you thought you've lived long enough to see everything, here you two are. And so that gave us a good chuckle. But yeah, got in the water, swam around the dock, and then swam around a pylon, and got out and hosed off on the side of the car. And I'm really loving my little portable shower unit. Like, I am so thankful for that damn thing. But yeah, it was just kind of fun and intriguing, and I told my doctor about it today. I had an appointment with my primary care physician, and I told him, or not today, yesterday. I had an appointment with him, and told him about like what's going on and stuff. So when I go into the doctor's, I always have to fill out 1 or 2 different forms. One of them is a mental health evaluation, and then the other form is typically for like pain scale or like diabetic stuff. So today I only got the pain or the mental health one, and so I answered truthfully on there. It said, have you been depressed? I marked yes. How many days? Some days, all the days, whatever. And then the question of self-harm came up, and I circled self-harm, and I wrote that it was a few days, and then I also put on there, will explain during appointment time. And so I explained everything that was going on to my doctor, and I just told him, I said, I've never had thoughts of self-harm. Suicide, yes. Suicide ideation, yes. Those things. But when that thought of self-harm came about, I was like, who the fuck are you? You're not invited. Like that, no. this is not going to be something that happens. And so I explained to him how I was using the cold water therapy as like taking care of that self-harm. And he like cocked his head to the side for a moment, and he's like, how? And I said, well, it's pulling me outside of my comfort zone. I'm forcing myself to do it, which then becomes a controlled pain. And it's a pain that I'm inflicting on myself, but is also healthy and has good benefits to it. And he stopped for a moment and kind of pondered that, and he's like, you know what? That sounds amazing. I don't think I could have worded it better. He's like, there are a lot of new researches that are coming out that are showing that there is tremendous benefits to this kind of therapy. And I can understand how it is satiating the self-harm need. And I said, yeah, because as I'm standing there in the cold water, or floating there in the cold water, I'm feeling the pain of my body, and I'm mentally screaming that I want to get out of the water, but I'm forcing myself to be there. And because of the blocked nerve signals and stuff as I'm swimming, it feels like razors or something being scraped across my skin. So it hurts, but I'm enjoying myself because I'm there with a medical professional, and I'm experiencing something that I never thought I would experience. Like, had you told me I was going to be like basically butt ass naked in 40 degree water a year ago, I'd just be like, yeah, right. In the 16 years that I've lived in the Pacific Northwest, I have yet to get into that water. I tried to do it once, was too damn cold, got right back out. So the fact that, 15 years later, here I am going and looking forward to the trip. So he was happy with that, and we talked about a depression medication that my secondary doctor had put me on, and I told him, I said, I'm a little hesitant for taking this, and I haven't started it yet because it says that if you're diabetic and you have high blood pressure, that you should not take this medication, and to talk to your to talk to your doctor about it or whatever. And so if it's something that you want me to take, then I will go ahead and take it. But I don't feel like I need medication right now because even though I am dealing with depression and everything else, I don't want to start a new medication. That's not something that I've ever wanted to do, was just hop on the medication bandwagon or whatever. He said, yeah, for this particular medication, this is kind of like shooting a fly with a bazooka. He said, let's try a different medication. And for the life of me, I can't remember the name of that medication right now, but so I'm going to get it filled when I get my prescriptions filled in a few days, and just kind of go from there and see what happens. But it's been really nice. And I am typically 100% transparent and honest with my medical care team, because if I'm not honest with them, then they can only take me at my word. And if I am hiding things from them, I can't get the proper treatment that I need, and that's doing a disservice to me, that's doing a disservice to them, and doing a disservice to somebody who could have really used my appointment time. And so I let people know, good, bad, or indifferent. If I'm feeling good, I'll let you know I'm feeling good. If I'm feeling like shit, I'll let you know that I'm feeling like shit. And I just think that it's the best policy is to be honest, especially when it comes to your own personal care. And I know a lot of people don't have the same outlook that I do when it comes to mental health, and that it is a very touchy subject because of the taboo that is still around it. Like, oh, well, because I need help, that makes me weak, or that makes me gay, or that makes me whatever. And that's just not the case. It's okay to not be okay. As cliche as that is, it's okay. And that is one thing that I love about millennials and this generation that's coming up, is the fact that they are so in touch with their thoughts, their feelings, their mental health. And like, no, I'm not doing okay. I'm spiraling. I'm triggered by these events, and holding people accountable. And, I applaud them. Seriously, I seriously applaud them, because think about it. When you were a kid, could you go to your parents and tell them, hey, I'm feeling depressed? Could you go to an adult or someone else and feel safe around them? And looking back, we had that idea of, well, that's just how it was. And a lot of that is true. That is how it was, but that's not how it needed to be, and that's not how it should be. And so a lot of people still have that, well, oh, well, everyone gets sad. Depression, if you've ever dealt with depression, is so much more than sadness. It's sadness on crack. It's like taking everything and amplifying it by 100. And it's your brain, which I don't understand why this lump of material that has the ability to create beautiful works of art, compose music, create cinematic masterpieces, create literature, and all this other stuff, has the ability to literally unlock the secrets of the universe, yet instead of giving you dopamine and serotonin and all of those other chemicals when you start to feel sad and upset and depressed or whatever, it likes to sit there and stew in its own juices. And it's like, God damn it, brain, could you not be broken? Like, I don't understand why we have that ability to be our own worst enemies. And, getting a little spiritual here for a second. If there is a God, and if there is a heaven or an afterlife, and there is a supreme being at the end of all of this, that's one thing that I'm going to just bitch slap that deity for. And I don't care what happens afterwards, but I'm just gonna walk up and slap the shit out of God. Like, what the fuck were you thinking, putting that much self-torture and misery when we have the ability to do so much more with it? And maybe that's part of, the people always questioning life and stuff like that. Maybe that's part of it, is so that we know extreme happiness and we know extreme sadness, and finding the beauty in between. I don't know, but that's getting a little philosophical and a little spiritual, and I don't like to do that on this channel. So anyways, so yeah, just kind of putting stuff together and trying to be productive. I have been working on the back end of the book website. I got the whole order webpage put together, and just trying to stay active, because Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and be hitting refresh every 3 minutes, waiting for a response from the editor to like move forward. And I have a Halloween costume party that I'm going to tomorrow, and I still have yet to put together a costume, so I'm like way behind on schedule, and I need to get that done. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but instead I decided to take a nap, and I slept like I have not slept in decades. And so I woke up from that nap just feeling good and refreshed. And yeah, so now the rest of today is going to be dedicated to getting my costume together and trying to figure out some kind of makeup palette to wear if I don't just go and get a mask to throw over my face. Which is probably what I'm going to do. I went to Goodwill yesterday and I saw a mask there that if I did black spray paint on it, will work for. Hey guys, sorry about that. My microphone died at the last little bit there. But anyways, yeah, so I've just been working on the back end of my website, just trying to get everything done and situated and ready to go. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here, but if you have anything that you would like to talk to me about or be a part of the show, please let me know. You can shoot me an email to hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. And I've also been posting some polls and stuff like that. And if you go over to the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/hellocupcakeitsme, you'll see that there's a community tab there, and you can leave me questions or comments there. You can leave me questions or comments directly on each of the individual videos or whatever, but I would really appreciate y'all's input. So yeah, but like I said, please hit like and subscribe, and check out my other content. All of the URLs and all that other stuff is in the show notes below, and I will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't add to the population, don't decrease from the population, and stay safe. Talk to you guys next Thursday. Bye, everyone.
Hey everyone, did you know that there is a new exciting book coming out by the aspiring author Michael Peterson, called Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations? This book is a daily affirmation workbook that has mental health writing prompts to help you navigate your day better. With funny and witty plain English humor, you will find prompts that ask you things like, talk about a time that you needed support and didn't have it. What did you do to support yourself, and what tips and suggestions would you have for others who may be going through something similar? Each day, the affirmations help to reframe things so that you can get the best out of your day. And at the end of the day, there is a journaling section to write about the day's exploits. If you would like to learn more about this fabulous book, please visit the website www.cdsthebook.com. Again, that website is www.cdsthebook.com. If you have a podcast, radio show, or would like to book Michael for an engagement, or have him on your show, please send an email to cdsbook@gmail.com, or look for the media kit and other booking information on the website.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson. Please make sure to check back often, as new episodes are released bi-weekly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to send a message to hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. And until next time, stay happy, safe, and keep doing the best you can with what you have been given.